And here we are back at Nora's dog training with Shaggy and Brandy. Now we wanted a woman to work Shaggy because you're going to be the primary caretaker, I'm sure. And we wanted him to be able to behave for you. So we're using exactly the same training equipment as we used with Leo, a regular 6-foot web training leash and his training collar. And he is also sitting very nicely at Brandy's left. Now you're going to see a huge difference in the way the dogs respond to exactly the same commands, because Shaggy, even though Leo's the pack leader, Shaggy's more hard-headed. But right now he's sitting very nicely at Brandy's left, and the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Shaggy heel, and at this point again he has a job to do, and that is to walk along nicely with Brandy, not dragging her, but walking like a gentleman. And when she stops, he's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And to me, it's not the number of the commands that the dog can do, but does the dog do the practical commands in a good way that you have control of him at home. So your sit stays at the doors are going to be very important for you to practice. And you do have to practice or the dogs will go back to being who they were before. Nice automatic sit. So when you're walking down the street and you stop to talk to a neighbor or you stop to cross the street, he's sitting nicely at your left and waiting for his next command. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay. The stay is a hand on the voice command, a very important command for you. Firm voice stay. Practice these stays, work up to 3 minutes at the door. Open and close the door. Practice, practice, practice. When Brandy returns back to him again, just like Rich did, she walks counterclockwise back to his shoulders. She stops, and at this point he expects to get another command. And they take off heeling again. And honestly, Shaggy took a week just to warm up to us. So he's come a long, long way. And we're very proud of his progress. Brandy leaves him at another sit stay. She walks out to the end of her training leash and she turns to face him. And all of these exercises are about self-control, focus, maturity. This time she calls him in. He comes and he goes back to heel and he sits. And that's his own little quirk. He decided that he would just cut out one of those. He doesn't come and sit in front, he comes back to heel, but that's okay. And Brandy's talking to him, encouraging him. He likes to be praised. She leaves him in a stay. She walks all the way out to the end of her training leash. She turns to face him. Now, if he starts to get distracted, you're going to want to call him out of that before he makes a mistake. So he got distracted, he saw something on the ground, whatever. You make him go back and complete the exercise the way it was taught. She's going to use his name and she's going to call him in. Back to heel and back sitting. Very good boy. I think Shaggy's fallen in love with everybody here, and we've certainly fallen in love with him. He's done a really good job. He still has some training left to go. Once you get him home, we'll work with you, whatever you need to keep this going at home. That's very important. We know how much you've missed them. They've been great. We've enjoyed every minute of having them, and we will see you real soon.